All right. Well, we are back up to the bus again this week. Have the whole family here. Say hi, family. And today we are not working on the roof race. It feels weird to me too. So, today we're actually going to start looking at the floors. If I can turn this around, I will. We're going to start looking at the floor. The problem is right now we can't see the floor because of all the junk. So first thing we're going to do is clean the bus out. We're going to take up whatever loose detritus is on the bottom of the floor. We're going to wash it out to degrease it, and we're going to paint it. At least that's the goal for today. Let's get started. Okay, so diamonds can still be a girl's best friend, but my new metaphor for forever is whatever the hell glue Thomas was using to hold down their vinyl floors in the year 2000. Holy crap. That took, I'm going with 12 hours of labor to get this all out between Sue and I. But it's all out. Now, we may have overdone it on the floor. It's a possibility. I haven't done enough buses, and I haven't used chassis saver enough to know whether or not I need it to be this anal. I'm gonna guess that I could have been told that I could just paint over whatever the hell was there, but I didn't trust the adhesive. I know the rust is fine. It's the adhesive that was all over the floor. So anyways, we spent an entire day on our hands and knees with angle grinders, grinding away all of that awful adhesive that's on the that holds the padding to the back wall, and all of the awful adhesive that does the floor. But it's done. It's late. I'm going home, putting the kids to bed. Think I'm gonna be back in a couple days. We're gonna degrease the floor, and we're gonna paint this bad Larry. Hey, we are back up to the bus. Get the whole family up here again, which is nice. It's only been a couple days. Love that. Still have the bus all the way open. Doesn't look like we got a lot of surface rust in the day or so that it's gone. That's kind of cool. Wouldn't really matter. The chassis saver should actually just adhere to that rust. So today we're gonna pick up where we left off. We're gonna either sweep and or blow out all the dust and debris. We are gonna mop with a degreaser. I have to get all of the wires that are on the floor up off the floor, just somewhere magneted to the wall. Doesn't matter, just not on the floor. Then Once we've degreased, we are going to get in there with I think Sue and I are probably going to start by cutting in. I have to talk to her about this. We'll cut in along the bottoms and up a little bit, and then we're going to come back and we are going to just roll chassis saver on as much of the floor as possible. That's where we're at. Here we go. Turns out I lost my mopping job to my oldest son. I'm not complaining though. Okay, so I don't know when the time lapse ended, but I do know I grabbed a little bit of footage. Let's see if we can get around here. The bus floor is painted. We did it. We got it done. We are using the Chuck Cassidy method. I'll put a link to a video by him. He knows a thing or two more than I do about buses, about rebuilding buses. So I'll put a link in the description or maybe in one of these corners. I don't know. Anyways, we're using his method. So that has been painted with chassis saver. I did probably spend more time taking up the gunk on the floor and the rust, sort of, that was there than I needed to, but he wasn't here for me to ask him. I guess technically I could email him and ask him. He has that service, but I'm cheap. And I figured there's a little bit of extra work and I'd feel better about it being clean metal. cleanish metal, kind of clean metal. Metal anyways. But we did the chassis saver because it is the metal rusting primer and the paint together, basically. We also did, you saw my son mop it all down with a simple green solution, just simple green because we knew it was going to leak out the bottom of the bus. We did that to degrease it a little bit so that the chassis saver would be able to grab onto said kind of clean metal. And then we painted it, and you saw some of that. And now it is black and smells terrible. I will say that it was really nice to have the right PPE on this. Sue was wearing a half-face respirator. I was wearing my full-face P100. I did not know what chassis saver smelled like until I got out of the bus and took the respirator off. That said, it smells terrible. Or at least it smells like something that's going to give you a hell of a high, a terrible headache, and kill about half your brain cells. So wear PPE. That's pretty much it for this week. We are going to move on to either insulating the floor and adding a subfloor and some hydronic, or priming. I'm leaning towards the subfloor, even though we don't have the walls completely, even though we don't have the door finished. It'll feel so good to get that going. But that's my plans for next week. Until then, have a great week yourself. Like, subscribe, ring a bell, make a comment. Tell me how much you enjoy the smell of chassis saver. Whatever. Bye.